One of the big claims to fame for Anthony Bourdain, Kitchen Confidential. It is a book about the culinary underbelly, sex, drugs, all of that fun stuff. In the beginning of the book, he describes the one soup that brought him into the culinary world, changed his perspective. We're making that today. Welcome back to Bourdain.
Everybody should know how to use a knife. Use everything, waste nothing. Let's start at the beginning. It ain't that hard, okay?
My name's Mitch May. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing, you know. We're working through Anthony Bourdain's cookbook, every freaking recipe. Today we're making Vichyssoise. It is a chilled potato and leek soup. Chilled, cold soup. I had gazpacho. It was weird. Felt like I was drinking a Bloody Mary with a spoon. This, I got a hunch, is gonna be a little different. It's known to be Julia Child's favorite soup, and Bourdain as well, like I said. And something neat, Bourdain says this is a soup that gets better overnight. Taking leeks and potatoes, pureeing it in a blender, and hopefully it kicks ass. Let's break it down. 4 tablespoons of butter, 8 leeks, the white part only, 2 medium potatoes. I went with russet potatoes. Russet potatoes are high in starch and low in moisture. They break down easily. If we were to use like a waxy potato, they might hold their shape and not blend up as well. 4 cups of light chicken stock or broth, 2 cups of heavy cream, 1 pinch of nutmeg, and 4 fresh chives. That's it. Let's get moving. You know the deal. It's prep time. We got our potatoes. Now, if we add these skins, this soup will not be nice and white. So just gonna skin these up. And I wanna show you a trick from way past video. I did not know this. This is used to get out these pieces here. So you go in and you just pop it out, just like that. The f out of there. Just gonna peel these up. Spuds have been peeled. Now we're just gonna chop them up into nice little tiny cube skis. Just start like this. Damn, even give myself a nice flat surface to begin with. Ain't no need to cut myself. Boop, boop. Like a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, knock out the other one, and then put them in some water. Potatoes oxidized, that soup will not look sexy and white if we have brown oxidized spuds. Also, this will remove some starch. I don't know if that matters. Next, the leeks. Ton of leeks. Something that's weird about leeks, we don't use any of this. We just use this little part that is white. That's it. That's all we use. So, I don't know where I'm going with this. Remove this leaf, remove the stem. We begin from the beginning. First, the root here. So, easy enough. Maybe even a little more. Yeah. We don't want any green action. It says here, white part only. It pains me to do this, but Bourdain says only the white part. We are only using the white part. There, that's it. That hurts. That really hurts. Get this off to the side. Save a little bit and freeze it, but the rest gonna get thrown into compost. This one gives me a little more hope. So get rid of the stem, nice and white there. And right when it turns green to white, we're gonna knock that off. Kind of hard to cut through. Even a little more. There you go. And I also heard you should get rid of that first layer of leek. Just get in there. That is much, much cleaner than this rough piece right here. So that's the prep for cutting these leeks, and then we're gonna have to rinse them. Nice and chopped up. These are dirty boys, like really dirty boys. Fill this up with water and just give them a nice massage. Something I see people do is cut them down the middle and open it up like a book. I think I will do that just once to see if there's any result of that. Let's see if we got any dirt in there. I don't see any dirt in there, really. Oh, contraire, con-freaking-traire. Maybe a little dirt, so fan them through. And I'm gonna do that with every freaking leek here. Son of a. And now we'll catch you. Pretty good thing we did that, because we don't want that in our soup. Now we have to thinly slice them. And that's it for our prep. Then everything goes in a pot. I have to say, very nice smell coming off of these. It's oniony, but it's not like killing you kind of onion. Very nice. Prep. Finished. Over to the pan. I gotta stop wielding my knife like a maniac, but hey, it's what I do. In a large, heavy bottom pot, melt the butter over medium-low heat. Once the butter is melted, add the leeks and sweat for 5 minutes, making sure that they do not take on any color. Add the potatoes and cook for a minute or 2, stirring a few times. Stir in the chicken stock and bring to a boil. Cook on low heat, gently simmering for 35 minutes or until the leeks and potatoes are very soft. Allow it to cool for a few minutes. If there is one part that will f you up, we have come to it. We gotta puree this soup. Nothing like hot soup. Big thing Bourdain says is to only fill this halfway. Because if you fill it anymore, there is potential for it to explode in your face and overflow and burn you and scald you, and I don't want that. Already it's disfigured enough. Thank you. You know what? I'm even gonna take a little out. Just gonna take a little out. Lid on. Moment of truth. Whoa. The lid was not on. Okay, stand back. That only took a while. That's quite a smell. Yeah, it's pureed, all right. Might be a little too thick, but Bourdain says you can add a little stock at the end. This might be a little too, you know what? F it. Yes. Silky, man. It's almost like, reminds me of pancake batter a little bit. Let me get a rubber spat so we get all this goodness we've worked hard to make. See, that's about like a 1/4 cup. So the next part is tricky. Whisk in the cream and nutmeg. Return to a boil, season with salt and pepper, reduce to a simmer, and continue cooking for 5 minutes. You can thin out the soup with a little additional stock at this point. Transfer the soup to the mixing bowl, and just barely the handles are tolerable. I'm using my brain, yeah. Check this out, check this out, check this out. Burnt at the bottom. I don't know why, but it's burnt. I don't think that flavor got into the soup. We have our ice bath. All right, we are now coming to a very difficult part for Mitchell, waiting. So we gotta just let this thing come to room temperature, wrap it with plastic wrap, and then once it is chilled in the Frigitator, we eat this thing. Bourdain says you can let it rest overnight. I'm not gonna rest that overnight. Look at this cute squirrel over here. Look at him. See, that is living the life right there. It's getting there. It's getting there. Freaking amateur. The fan favorite of Bourdain and Julia Child. I don't know what to expect at all. Son of a that is something damn special. Like, that's difficult to put into words. It reminds me of the base of like a delicious clam chowder or cream soup. There's no confusion of what's in there. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about the coldness of it. Like, actually, it's a pretty hot day, and you know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with enjoying this warm. This would be a very cool, chill thing to prepare, just vibing out on a Sunday. When I make this again, I don't think I would do anything different. I used the white pepper just to keep that nice white look to it. I think finely chopped chives would make way more sense. I don't know if you can tell, I'm a little off today. Pains, got terrible sleep, gotta file my taxes, life stuff, you know, it's lovely. But every time I do this, it's really fun, and I'm happy you're here with me. If you wanna come along and join my journey cooking every freaking dish, learning as I go, join our crew and come along and subscribe. It means a lot, it keeps me going, and it is going to lead to me being able to make more videos. Thank you for coming along. This was Back to Bourdain.
Stay organized, clean up after yourself, you do the best you can.